up and running yet. Always takes time to figure out. Here it is. Cool. Well, I know this is a little earlier than I normally do this, but hello and welcome back to Joyless Gaming and Fallout 4 Survival. And empty milk bottle.
Another day in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, another day I'm waking up to a bloody sandstorm, or is that fog?
Yeah?
Yeah, what? I don't know, it's Friday. Fallout Friday. Something like that. Guess I should do some quests. Right, I will be wanting to do what? 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 Right, well, I'm supposed to eat peckish and parched, and I'm fatigued. So we want some food. Some water. I'll need to put away the food things that I forgot to put away. Corn and mute fruit and potatoes. That's it. Alright, so let's get away from that radio because I end up getting copyright strikes. Quests! I don't really want to do the glowing sea thing just yet. I could do some stuff for the let's do some stuff for the what's his name again? What's it name? The railroad, that's them. That's their name. Wait a minute, let me check the map where this is. Next to Bunker Hill. Oh, isn't that where? No, I don't want to do that because that's where the ship is, and I don't want to have to do that right now. All right, how about this one? It's near Cabot House, which is also near Bunker Hill, but I don't have to go near the ship. Often have to go into sneak mode just to check if anybody's nearby. Or anything. More raiders, eh? thanks for not needing my help, I guess. I mean, it's good to not have to rescue everyone. I don't really want to go through Lexington, do I? Do I want to follow the roads all the way there? No, I don't want to go that way, because there's the thing for the... Fine. So much crap I don't want to have to deal with right now. This is really why I shouldn't be going back to Sanctuary at the end of every session. Because it's kind of distant from everything. I should be going to Diamond City or to Hangman's Alley or something. Don't even remember what most of the railroad missions entail. I think you just have to do a bunch of sort of side missions, and then eventually you get a story one again, or a main quest line one. Where am I? It's hard to tell through this. I assume this is supposed to be fog. Usually it looks a bit different if it's supposed to be a dust storm. Should it be fog? What time of year is it? It would be the 11th month, wouldn't it? So, yeah, it would be getting cold in Boston. Right, given how many minutes that took, I'll go and save it. No, wrong button. What's in there? Somebody's garage. We should have the gun out again, just in case. That must be how they keep getting around. Bloody raiders all over the town. No, can't be because they're not allowed to jump. Dog meat. Fix your pathing. Don't look at me like that. Are you coming or not? Bloody dog. Get down here. Where am I going? Near Cabot House, I think. Nope, that's not what I wanted to target. Oops. Almost walking into the river there. Good thing they have these map markers, otherwise you'd have a bloody hard time finding things. it's before S, you idiot.
Mr. Timms here. Randolph safe house was not hit, but do not make direct contact. Repeat, do not make direct contact. We got 3 packages, very scared packages here, requesting assistance. Our runner reports we got Gen 1's camp nearby, assuming we're under surveillance. Please have a heavy clear the area. Coordinates enclosed. After, please pass our status back to Big D. Mr. Timms out.
University Point. I don't think I want to do that either. Because I have to get there, and then I have to do all this other crap first. And it's just... what else could I be doing? Oh, that's okay. That's doable. That one's above. It's one of the buildings above thingamajigger. All right, I'll get back to these things later. Back and forth, back and forth, forth and back. Is that still Capita House? Yes. Don't worry, robots, I'm not interested in you. Got those stairs, dog meat. You think you could not fall off of those? I suppose I could try to deal with that lot, but I don't think I want to. In case I get killed. And I certainly don't want to give them everything I have. I think there's an achievement for doing it, but it'd be the kind of thing where I'd play it on normal, quick save, get the achievement, quick load, and then deal with them a different way. Another save. Then go and do this fetch quest thing. Does fatigue like periodically do that, or is it a...
You keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
I didn't even look at you. Oh, wait, what? So I'm going up there. That, I thought I needed to go in there. This is a different thing to what I thought. It's up on that building. Is that even a thing I can get in? No, but I can get into the thing next to it, by the looks of it. Yep. There we go. Hey, that's hardware down, isn't it? Well, he's hostile by default, isn't he? Which is a bit of a letdown. I think it would have been good if they had made the gunners not a default hostile. Could have been more interesting. Especially seeing as how their defining characteristic is pretty much their opposition to the Minutemen. And you've been able to choose a side, but the only thing you get to choose a side in is the main quest. Right. Might be better to get myself ready for... That's right, I'm using a synth chest piece, but yes, a combat armor chest piece would be nice. Let's use that.
Lucky head.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Yeah, you were just hearing things. Yes, dog meat. Combat rifle. I forget how many combat armor pieces I have. No. I don't want to store things in it. Why would I want to do that? Dog mate.
Gotta be an end to this thing.
Right. What? Nothing. If I were forced to make a positive comment about these fetch quest things, these repeatable, endlessly repeatable things, is at least they are a way to kind of encourage you to wander around and go to places, clear them out, maybe start building settlements. It's just there's so many of them. There are so many places to go to that are just there for the sake of being targets of these kinds of quests. That looked painful.
There you are.
I've got to do something about getting a better secondary weapon. Or upgrading this thing, but I probably need science. Settler. Sorry, mate. I'm in a bed. These guys. Bethesda's raiders just seem to be modelled on the Reavers from Firefly. It's like, oh yeah, they're all cannibals and super violent and stuff like that. Whereas at least in the earlier Fallout games, they were raiders because they stole from other people, but they were gangs of people. They weren't nutcases, they were just gangs of people that were takers rather than builders. What am I looking for? Drink? Food. Yeah, let's eat that one up. Yay, loading screen. Well, at least it didn't crash on me.
Find him and kill him.
Okay.
I'm coming for your little dog next.
What the fuck was that?
Disappearing at it. Huh?
The hell is going on? Dogmeat, I hope you're not doing anything out there. Okay, this is unpleasant. Oi! When I press the tab key, you're supposed to do something helpful. Not get me fucking killed. Stim pack. Let's take some jet. Ah, shit. Can't see a thing. I think I've got more than enough combat armor stuff now. Is that the other thing I thought it would be on? Because that's the thing there, and that's... It's not quite... But I think it is. It might be. Oh dear. Anyway, nothing. Why are you going that way? I'm over here. Right, you take the stuff that I will want to keep. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I don't think I want to do that. Don't go falling off this, dog meat. Is there a... I haven't added to my leather stores in a while. And I have to admit that is one of the reasons I keep going back to Sanctuary, because it's already got where it's already a place where I store a whole bunch of stuff. Raw materials and what have you, so I kind of have to go back there if I want to make something, because that's where I've already got enough. Another thing I was thinking too is that I remember last time I actually played this game a lot and did a lot of these sort of fetch quest things just to try and get XP to level up, to get more perk points and stuff. They end up, it doesn't take long, they end up sending you to the same places you've already done. Which could end up being really funny if you just keep doing those from the same people and they end up sending you to the same place and it's already cleared and you go and place another one and it was no hassle, aside from just walking there. No, I've got a thing to sell, I suppose.
Now a swatter. That's a real one. Talk to Mo Cronin. He'll fix you up.
No. Scrap the auto pistol.
Been a good neighbor, rigging hole, ghouls and chemheads all over.
We sell everything: skin packs, ammunition, outerwear, dinnerware.
Is that what I'm already wearing? I'm wearing army fatigues, that's the one of two things, and then the military fatigues are 2 agility. Yeah, strength and agility is better to have. So a couple of legendary pieces to sell, or... Combat armor, left arm, right leg. Left leg is a deep pocket polished metal, so if I can get... I think I can sell the lucky polished metal right on. That must have been the one I already had.
I'll take a look, sure.
The highest quality available.
I should probably put those away. Don't need 38. And I wasn't going to go automatic, so I don't need 556 either. Lucky fedora. Now, if the thing were working properly, not that I have the materials, but you should be able to put ballistics weave in hats. I'd like to get like a perception hat or something. Yikes. Start saving up some of that 308. Okay, I don't own the place in Diamond City. Just thinking. Yeah, just thinking maybe check the detective cases. That might be something I could do.
I'm not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
Well, that's
Looking at
nice.
me like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
I didn't even look at you, mate. Greenhouse.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Oh, are
It's a
you
long
still
walk.
there, or did I not notice that untamed pineapple?
That's how the hard cases always start.
I'm terrible at spotting the chat. If you said hi and I didn't say anything back, then you may have left, and sorry about that. What was I wanted to look at detective cases. Case files.
Be careful.
Vadim Bobrov.
careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated. The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's face to bed for a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure.
Oh,
Someone would have to
still
notice
there.
your
Hello,
life
and
first.
hello,
And Earl
Reekinator.
doesn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes of passion. What's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
Guess that's up to you to find out.
Yes, I guess it is up to me. Everything's up to me.
You should head over to
Excellent.
the Nakano
Between
residence
Mr.
when you
Nakano and
can.
Nick.
Find out what
They're
the case is
both,
about.
they're both blathering to me about the Nakano case.
Mr. Nakano.
They're going to succumb to that bug that used to exist in... No. There was a bug in, I think it was Skyrim, mostly, where if an NPC was talking to you when you went through a door, they'd leave through the door with you. How far along am I, and is this vanilla? Yeah, there's no mods on this. It's kind of part of my point. Showcase that it's not the greatest of games without mods. But how far along? Well, I'm not terribly far along. I'm level... Yeah, there you can see there. Level 23, almost level 24. My main quest line progress is the next one I have to do is go to the glowing sea, which I don't want to do yet. What else? I've done some stuff for the railroad, enough to be able to get the pattern for ballistics weave, so that as I level up I can craft ballistics weave clothing to, you know, not die. I'm just going to go and save it. Ooh, who's that? Is that belonging to somebody? No?
Move along.
Normally somebody ends up camped out here. Who owns the Brahmin? I guess it's on its own.
Feral ghouls like to hide in the dark. Makes night patrol a real fright fest.
I'll bear that in mind. So wait a minute, what? Yeah, report back to Tinker Tom, and there's that. Ugh, that's back in... I just left there. I should be paying more attention to what I'm doing, and then doing those things first, because of loading screens and all that. Oh. What was that? Somebody beeped at me. Probably somebody doing a follow. Untamed Pineapple, thanks for the follow. Usually limit your mods to cosmetic stuff. If I usually end up using a mod, it's usually the unofficial patch, because it fixes a lot of like item placement and some mesh and texture bugs. I kind of initially didn't have it running. In fact, I don't have it running right now because if you put mods on, it disables achievements. And at the time that I was investigating that, which was quite a while ago now, I was actually trying to get some achievements. But at the very least, if I got them, I didn't want it to not count because I had a mod active. Bugger. What are I... Where am I at? Almost an hour. Alright, let's turn this into Tinker Tom first. Oops. These streets don't go anywhere. Ah! Stuck moving in the same direction. Right now you can do auto move. Every time I go past here, that bloody thing always freaks me out. I always think, oh, what's that? Oh, it's just that rusty old statue. I can sleep at the railroad HQ. Maybe I can deal with them on the way back. What is... Oh, that's a vertibird, right. I was wondering what that noise was. Viewers may not be able to hear it, but... There it is. Whoop, shit. Almost in the drink. I'm excited for Fallout 76. Honestly, not really, but that's because I don't get very excited much these days. Could be interesting. I'm not entirely certain. I'll have to wait and see, really. Oh, that's the door. It's interesting that they would be coming out with another Fallout game before another Elder Scrolls game, and also only a few years after this. But I don't know. Too many rumors and speculation, not enough actual hard information yet. Like, if it does turn out to be sort of multiplayer-focused survival thing, well, I mean, other games already do that. It would just be the same kind of game, except it would look like a Fallout game. But if it is, Fallouts 3 and 4 are not my favorite Fallout games.
Pam needs you in her room.
Pam needs me, okay. I think the main problem, the main limitation with Bethesda's Fallout games has been the writing.
Transmitting loads of information. At first glance,
so if they get good writers and have good story stuff, they'd have to majorly screw up with the gameplay to put me off, to make me not interested. Oh, another one. That's right. You never get to say no. But yeah, I don't know. I have to wait and find out.
Machine interface set to 100%. Hello, Agent. I could use your help in acquiring another DIA cache.
Okay.
I can recover it.
Location of cache being transmitted to your Pip-Boy. Conversation terminated.
Yeah, I have this... Yeah. These things tend to just be endless repetition things. I definitely don't want that. If they put that kind of stuff in a new Fallout game, it's like, why? That was the most obnoxious thing about this one, is all of this busy work and not enough role-playing, not enough actual fun. Right, so let's... Okay, let's sleep and save, and then I'm going to investigate the amphitheater on my way back, and then... Fallout New Vegas, yeah, it's, New Vegas is definitely... Well, I like New Vegas because it's a lot like Fallout 2, and I really liked Fallout 2. But I was going to write an article on my obnoxious little blog a while ago about, you know, comparisons of these Fallout games, but the way I put it is that at the time it was about Fallout 3, but now there's Fallout 4 as well. But Fallout 3 and 4 are Bethesda games that look like Fallout games. They're set in the Fallout universe. Fallout New Vegas was a Fallout game that plays like a Bethesda game. Because it actually, you know, it had the engine, the, you know, first person running around the open world exploration stuff, but it still had the more essential Fallout type stuff. It actually had role-playing available. They actually put in low intelligence speech options, which is great. It was always a good, funny thing to do in Fallout 1 and 2, was to give your character an intelligence of 1. And you'd have conversations where you'd be saying things like, ooga booga. But, yeah. The biggest problem with New Vegas was the execution. It was so buggy. But that was another one that, you know, unofficial patches were a good thing to apply to fix a lot of the issues. Collision issues, physics issues, mesh issues. And as I said, item placement. The number of problems in older... Well, actually, no, I say older. The number of problems in Bethesda games that are not game-breaking, so they never get fixed, but that are minor. So if a quest rewards you with a leveled item, but it gives you the wrong leveled version because it only gives you the lowest level version or something like that, you know, they would fix bugs like that because they'd make the quest award the correct item. Or sometimes there were things that were supposed to be available for purchase, but they were assigned to the wrong person, so you could never purchase them. What the hell? Oi! Stop shooting at my dog. You'll find me, will you? Right, well, I'm gonna find you first. And shoot you. Maybe? Yeah, there you are. No, that's not who was going on about finding me. Oi! Die! Oi! Where are they all coming from? Modders planning to port New Vegas to Fallout 4's engine. I think I heard about that, yeah. They get like a big cease and desist from Bethesda or something. Because no, you're not allowed to do that because that game exists. Makes me wonder if they were doing it for the other mod attempts though, because there were attempts over the years for modders to make Home Alone was the best Bethesda game. What? Was there a movie tie-in for Home Alone made by Bethesda? That's that would be funny. But yeah, there were attempts over the years for people to turn whatever the latest Bethesda game was to mod the previous, usually the previous Elder Scrolls game into it. Like there were people trying to mod Morrowind into Skyrim. Actually, there'd been people trying to mod Morrowind into Oblivion, I think. It was amazing, wasn't it? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I never had a NES system. Or NES, depending on where you're from. Or NES also. I think the Brits will say NES for some reason. And Americans will say the acronym. Anyway, I didn't loot all of the other raider corpses. Give me your stuff. Nobody else is using it. was the plan? That's right, go back to the amphitheater. Sounds like the Brotherhood's getting into a bit of a scrap. Can I watch? No, not the Brotherhood. Better stay away from that, just in case it wants to shoot me. Jeez, they're really going at it. Oh, hello.
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
I have fired a minigun at a death claw. It wasn't the most effective method of taking it down. Somebody else doing a follow? I have to look at the preview to see. Hey, Reikinator, thanks for the follow. Nobody has to follow, by the way, because I probably have one of the most inconsistent track records. So the most consistent thing I am keeping at the moment is trying to play Fallout on Fridays. But that's about it. Play all sorts of different stuff whenever I feel like it, really. Perks and character, what do you mean, like the visual of a character as well as perks? Because, I mean, the visual is just some fat, ugly guy. I was kind of trying to make it look like me, and it didn't turn out very well. But perks is... That's right, I leveled up. I'm mostly going for, like, sneaky sniper. So I got all the stealth. Got Lone Wanderer, so I take less damage and can carry more. Rifleman, obviously, for this thing, yeah. Armorer and Gun Nut. Bit of Scrapper. I've taken Ninja, but, yeah, for sneak attack. So I'm going to eventually take Mr. Sandman as well for bonus damage when I can build suppressors. And I just took Chemist so I could make antibiotics. Because they're kind of important when you play on survival. And I'm vaguely regretting the arrangement of special stats I went with, but it's kind of working out. Yeah, mostly intelligence, agility, some endurance. I was going to go for higher perception so I could take the sniper perk, but you really only need the first level of that, and it's just so you can have the longer breath holding, but as long as you're doing good damage, you should only need a couple of shots. And you should be doing good damage on survival, because nothing is supposed to be terribly tough. I vaguely regret not taking more charisma so I could do local leader and establish supply lines. But at the same time, doing the supply lines, you need to make sure that your supply guys have a decent amount of like armor and stuff so that they don't die. You go max charisma. I have a character that's pretty high charisma, but not playing on survival, and I wanted to start fresh on survival. Initiate. Some guy? No? Missionaries?
Hey.
Here to learn about our movement?
You're part of a movement?
That's right, friend. It changed my life, and it can change yours. Talk to Brother Andrew. He'll be more than happy to give you all the details.
Yeah.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
Yes, I definitely agree with that, because I was from the good old
The world
days.
is broken. That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference, to transform my life, and maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the pillars of the community.
What's
We're
with all the
a
crazies in the
new
post-apocalypse?
movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic.
These guys are jerks,
You're going
but
to fit right in
I'm
around
probably not going to be able to talk my way out of this, so I may have to kill him.
Don't
And
be
maybe the rest of them.
shy. Just follow me.
But I did save just back at Thingamajigger, so I should be okay.
I don't fight.
Even if I do die, I'm not far away. Besides, I've got a pretty big gun.
Right this way, neighbor.
Yeah. Hurry up.
I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Alrighty, I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You must think I'm an idiot.
Well, you came in here, didn't you? Now, you've got two choices. Give me everything you've got, or we take it anyway.
Change my mind. Well, this is why it'd be really nice to know what you're going to say before saying it. Threaten would be like a speech check, wouldn't it? Let's just see.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
That's not how this works.
Have it your way.
Help me! You're the ones who came after me! Game suggestion. Putin versus ISIS. Don't really like the sound of it. It's one of those sort of clickbaity ones. What was I doing? Healing, because I'm low on health. Let's take some Psycho Jet while I'm at it. Oh, wait. I must be hungry. Right, now I can start healing. Oh, damn it. I haven't reloaded yet. Anyone else want some? Where'd that other guy go? Here somewhere? You can stop menacing them, dog meat. Okay. Ooh, fedora. Sounds good. And a battered fedora. Well. You don't have a key to this door or something? Well, this didn't really go all that well, did it? I mean, I didn't die, so that's something. What was it? What? Long Johns. Alright, well, everybody's dead. That's unfortunate. Starting a hat collection. And these are all... Well, they're not owned anymore. I just killed the people who sleep in them. Well. Alright. Jake back next Friday. That's, yeah, that's fine. It's based on my schedule, so it's usually sometime 5-ish to 8-ish or something like that. Which is Eastern Australian time, so why not steal the caps? For some reason I don't want to steal. Makes me feel bad, I don't know. I probably should. I don't think anybody else is going to steal them. So if I want them later on, I can have them. I don't even know if anyone else shows up there later on to take over the location. I think I've only ever interacted with them once. So, what's the deal? What's the idea? It's 3 AM where you are. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you gotta go. Go to bed. That's... You may not be able to catch me live then, a lot of the time. But I archive these on YouTube, so... Taking the cash from me... I didn't murder them. I slaughtered them in self-defense. They wanted to take all my stuff, and they, when I said no, they tried to kill me, so it's not murder. I'm gonna go and do that, oops, this thing. How's my inventory going? Oh, I've got room. Well, like, murder is usually defined as like a premeditated planning to kill, usually specific individuals.
Word of advice: never call your
I was prepared to kill them if they attacked me, so that's... I'm not saying that no court would convict me, I'm just saying that... I took all their hats. Well, I mean, yeah, I did take their hats. But most of the hats I took were not marked as owned, for some reason. I guess you're meant to give them all your stuff and then they give you those clothes that are on the table. I'm not sure if I've ever actually interacted with those people before, or if I did, it was probably with my high charisma character and I was able to talk my way out of it. There's a lot of stuff in this game that, as much as I've played it, I still haven't seen everything, so... what's the optional is get the key. Is that from... That's his place, right? Yeah, okay. So the...
Yeah?
I would, yeah, but I think the prosecutor would make a case for murder, or even mass murder, but I would argue extenuating circumstances. I was outnumbered, after all. And they were saying, they did say, you either give us your stuff or we take it. And I said, you're not taking it, and I'm not giving it to you. Does seem like a bit of a quibble, but anyway.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender.
The laws no longer apply anyway.
Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened.
Thank you.
Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Anyway, you look like you need a drink.
Actually, yeah, can I sell some stuff?
Sure.
Good. Good.
Sell some of these nice hats. Actually, I can certainly sell that. I don't think I want to keep that. Charisma on a Trilby hat. Luck on a fedora. Endurance on a bowler. What's the difference between a battered and a crumpled fedora? Well, I'd rather keep the bowler in the Trilby. Probably use the bowler hat at some point. They're not going to spend the caps now either way. Yes, that's true. But, like I said, nobody else is going to take them because NPCs don't tend to do that sort of stuff. Hats stolen and sold to bartenders, yeah. In my defense, they are nice hats. More 38 rounds I can sell. Alright, anyway, got this key. I'm going to investigate this guy's disappearance, and if this takes a while, then it will be the last thing I do this stream. But if it doesn't take a while, maybe I'll, I don't know, do a fetch quest. I did know that you can put a bowler hat on Codsworth. Yeah, you get him to, as a follower, and then tell him to wear it. I'm not sure if I did that already. I may never have taken him on as a follower. Alright, so, never done this quest before. Never done any of the detective agency stuff before, so... Searching for clues. There's a lot of booze. Dog meat. A lot of cigarettes. What do clues look like? There's a dress. Is he a cross-dresser? None of this is marked as owned either. I'm guessing he's dead. There's a bucket in a suitcase. Do I have the DLC? Yeah, I've got all the DLC. Where do I keep getting notifications about some of the DLC things. It's like it's level... I think it's level 15. And you get the radio thing about Automatron. And level... I think it's level 20. You get the Vault... Vault 88 radio thing comes up. And it's obviously... Oh, there we go. Oops, I didn't mean to pick up the folder. And, not the book. And it must be a story progress thing that you get the Far Harbor one, because I didn't get it until as soon as I finished killing Kellogg. Or was it after I finished getting Kellogg's memories done? One of the two. Anyway, okay, so go and talk to the doctor. Wait a minute, Mega Surgery Center? Is that the one in town here, or is that a different one? Ah, good old loading screen. Yeah, it's this one.
It's night, huh?
It's nighttime? You sure about that?
We offer a wide variety of medical treatments.
Oh, it's a speech check.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please, I really don't have time to deal with complaints or refunds right now. Dr. Crocker handles those questions. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Can I? No, just. Wait,
Not
look,
today.
no.
Let me know if that changes.
So I'm supposed to talk to him to be able to get the.
There's an awful lot of blood leading into the surgery center basement. Should try and find a way down there.
Wait. Don't wait! Don't wait! Okay, optional get the key to it from him. Alright, let's try taking some mentats or something. No, not mentats. What does charisma? Oh, it's a certain type of mentats does charisma, but... is there a chemistry bench anywhere nearby? If only I could intimidate him. Because I don't have lockpicking either. Ah, man, this all sucks.
Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more. Cola. Need a Nuka-Cola.
Sheffield.
Cola. Nuka-Cola.
Here you go.
Ah,
Don't
thank you.
get too addicted.
Thank you.
Need to be more likable? Take drugs, yeah. Yeah, one of the...
They say the old Boston Common's got some crazy bird living in it. Something.
Yeah, one of the kinds of mentats. Oh, that's a chemistry station. Bleh. Right, drugs. Great mentats. Charisma, yep. Hub flower and whiskey. Bloody hell.
Hey, Doc.
Can I
No
just...
dally. If you're here to be examined,
Can you just
let's
give me
get you
the
examined.
key, please?
Care to explain all this blood leading to the cellar?
This is a medical facility. It's not unusual for there to be some blood here or there. My partner must have forgotten to clean up.
Again.
Let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Don't make me try and steal it from you.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a secretary. I'm sure he'll be around eventually. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
Another thing that's a problem about this.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
Yeah, let's try bribing.
Could 100 caps change your mind?
100 caps? To visit our basement? Well, I guess there wouldn't be any harm. All right. Here, the key. Just don't touch anything down there.
You
Understand?
can buy mentats from Sheffield? Really? Well, I'm fine with losing 100 caps to get in here. Yes, it's another annoying thing about this, the fact that speech checks
You've really been a handful, you know.
chance-based.
About done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that.
Right.
I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life.
Violence. Earl's death, arrest him and peacefully. And I'm going to fail these persuasion attempts.
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. He hasn't. But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
No. No one can find out. No one can find out.
That kind of a day, huh? Just have to kill everyone. Because I'm not charismatic enough.
Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Honest.
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. See for yourself.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
Take his hat. He doesn't have a hat. He's got some goggles on. Do I want to end up killing this guy as well by accident?
What are you going to do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
That's one way of putting it. Surgery cellar key. There's a lot of stuff. I've already got his house key. I mean, he's looked better, I'm sure. I mean, it's... Yeah. Okay. So I'm scum. So I report back to... What? The detective agency? I thought I'd be reporting back to the guy who hired the detectives. What?
Said about Diamond City. Glad to see the great green jewel still shines.
Yes, that's very nice of me. Just don't follow me around. I'll stop looking good.
You find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Chopped to bits.
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
He's rotting somewhere. Yeah, okay.
Well, he's rotting somewhere.
Somewhere? What do you... Oh my God. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the dugout inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out. Good luck with the case.
I assume he was, like, always dead.
We do have another case lying around if you're interested. You remember that one, Nick? The case for Marty?
I do. Some loony scheme to make off with a statue of a grasshopper or something. You're welcome to page through it if you'd like. It's in the folder on the cabinet. So, Crocker,
The Marty
went
Bullfinch
amateur
case.
butcher.
Marty was Nick's
Poor
partner.
girl.
Emphasis on the was.
Like this.
He must
Yeah.
have been some kind of desperate to
Yeah,
get us for
they're all
our
talking to me at
this
once.
time.
Well, Marty and I never exactly saw eye to eye. Mostly because he was usually passed out on the barroom floor.
Aw, come on, Nick. Think of the good times.
What, when he quit?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay. There was a holotape. Whose was it? Did it start with M? That was it, wasn't it?
Dickie, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one, Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Okay. The Gilded Grasshopper now, huh? I think I'm going to do my traditional thing of going back to Sanctuary, doing some housekeeping, then saving and ending the stream. And that'll probably take me like 20 minutes. What was... Oh, that's right, this game has cats. I have to remember that because we don't have cats now anymore. Xavier's saddle, he's got armor. He's got... Wait, dog mate! Come back here! He's got armor. It's got a handle on it for some reason. Science is afraid to answer whether or not you can ride dog meat. I don't think he'd be very happy. Maybe if you were a baby. But I don't know if a baby would have the grip strength to stay put. I suppose you could strap a baby to the back of dog meat and then that might work. No, I don't have cats in the house, I meant. There were cats here, but they've both died recently. So it was hearing the sound of a cat just threw me off for a second. Somebody's having fun today. I was just inside the city, I don't need to get back in there. I need to drink, I think the... Gee, I don't think I've got a lot of bottles this time. I'm going to have to find some empty bottles to refill. Oh, mate. Wait, it's not a race. What are you... Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Reckinator. It's not fun to lose a beloved pet. The closest thing to a positive about it is that the house is a bit quieter now, but I mean, that's only because one of them, darling that she was if she wanted your attention, she'd let you know. Thanks, guys. Probably not likely to accomplish much else this stream. I'll just go back and scrap some stuff and maybe craft some things. So you're welcome to, you know, go and find a more interesting stream to watch or something if you want. I'll be finishing up soon and organising dinner. Why do they keep respawning bottle cap ones there? And Nuka-Cola here. What the? I don't know. I always find that there's an extra viewer, even when nobody is watching. Let me just check. I can check. There's a thing where you can. Where's the damn? I don't know how to move the thing down. Damn it! There's no scroll bar at the side of the screen anymore. They changed the layout of the thing on Twitch. But there's a little, like, list-looking thing, little bullet point-looking thing at the bottom of the chat, underneath the chat box, I think. You click on that, it tells you who's watching. I always seem to find that there's at least one viewer, and it isn't me. Even though I'm using a separate machine to actually look at the chat and preview the thing. Trying to spring that game on me. That's I followed the link. Probably shouldn't have, but I followed the link to the, because it looked like it was an actual Steam shop page. Doesn't look like my kind of thing. I'll be honest. And even if it's cheap, I can't really afford to buy lots of games, which is why I'm streaming games I've had for ages. Like this, because I've had this for 3 years now. Well, nearly 3 years. I did stream Abzu the other day. That's an older game. I bought it on special over the weekend, and I streamed that the other day. And I've decided to try streaming some of the Monkey Island games. Because I've got 1 and 2 from ages ago, and I could fairly cheaply buy number 3. I usually don't expect people to watch. Wanted to see some funny reactions, huh? Well, you wouldn't be seeing them. I'm not going to put my face on camera. It's bad enough that people have to listen to my voice. They don't want to have to look at my face as well. So you'd be hearing reactions more than anything. If you want to hear some reactions, watch some of my older Hitman streams where I just go mental. Because I don't have all that many good days. So if it's a bad day, and a game frustrates me, you will hear it. My reaction to the game, you mean, was underwhelming. Yeah.
Seems to be growing well.
I've seen some pretty shitty games, so you know, I was when it looked like a looks like, have you ever heard of a thing? It was an old Atari game that surprisingly existed called Custer's Revenge. And after that, things have to do something special to really be offensive. You like that I was stealing hats? Well, stealing hats, yeah. There were some nice hats. So let me see if I found, where is he? Have I given you a hat, Goldsworth? No. Actually, no, I've still got the thing here.
Hey,
right.
Codsworth.
Sure,
I'd like to trade some items.
can I tell him to wear stuff if I just... roll the hat. Equip. There we go.
If you ain't ready to see Grey Gun, you should go. The whole place is run by robots.
Right, oops, wrong key. Store junk. Oh, that's right, I gave the combat armor to Dogmeat.
Hey.
Wait, come out! Right, so... what have we got with combat armor? There's the metal crap. I must be wearing all the combat armor I've got then. So, alright. I just need the left leg and the chest piece. Yeah. And I don't have a left leg. Damn it! I want to try and elicit a laugh. Oh no. Okay. Oh damn, that's a real shame for those guys. But first frame, and I saw that it was Oblivion. I half had expected it to be something to do with the adoring fan, you know. It's like there were videos people used to take the adoring fan up to whatever that. Oh, there was some high point somewhere, and they would just push him off. But I think he couldn't die, which was really unfortunate. Alright, let's go. Polymer, combat armor. And I always go deep pocketed just to make sure. Now you got another one, huh? Is it more like Oblivion crap? Oh, the Rickrolling, oh yeah. Ad popped up first, ruined it for you. YouTube ads ruined it for you. What was I doing? I don't know. Weary from lack of sleep? Ah, just can't win, can I? I don't know what I'm doing. And Dogmeat, you're in my way again. I am probably wanting to put on that combat armor chest piece. And I'm going to go find a bed and go to sleep. And then I'll say farewell for the stream. Yeah, nice 10 hours of sleep. Yes. Why YouTube indeed? They do a lot of annoying things. Okay, I feel ill. Insomnia. What? Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, I'll deal with that next time. Thanks, Reekinator and Untamed Pineapple for showing up. Sorry if I couldn't be streaming at a time of day that you'd normally be wanting to be awake. It's 3 AM. Or nearly 4 AM by now. But I'll see you next time, I guess. And anybody else who watches this, or has watched this, if they stopped by, I'll see whoever, whenever, for whatever. Bye!